Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, students? Today we will start a new chapter, electrostatic. Lecture number 14, unit number 13, electrostatics, page 69. Now, students, we will take a start of electrostatic. Electrostatic. In this chapter, we will study electrostatics. So, before going into detail of electrostatic, I will explain electricity. Anything which produce four effects. Anything which produce four effects. First, light, heat, sound, and fourth, motion is called electrostatic, is called electricity. Anything which produce light, heat, sound, and motion is called electricity. So electrostatic electricity is further divided into two branches. First is called electrostatics, which we will study in this chapter, and second we will study current electricity. Second branch is current electricity. Current electricity. Electrostatic, study of charges, and rest in state of rest is called electrostatic. And current electricity when charges are in state of motion. So electrostatic electricity is divided into two branches. Electrostatics and current electricity. In electrostatic, we study charges in state of rest. And in current electricity, we study the study of charges in state of motion. Is called current electricity. First, electrostatic force. Branch of physics which deals with the study of charges at rest. The force between the static charges, field and potential due to these charges is called electrostatic. Example of electrostatic force is when we rub a plastic gum which has been rubbed by our hair, and you brought it near to the piece of paper, they get stuck to the gum. So a plastic rod is rubbed with with your hair or with clothes or any other material, it get negatively charged. It get negatively charged, and it will attract other pieces towards itself. Electrostatic force. If certain electrical insulator material are rubbed, and electrostatic charges, positive charge and negative charge, develop on them. Similar charges repel each other, while opposite charges attract each other. There are two types of charges: negative charge and positive charge. Similar, negative charge will repel negative charge. There is a force of repulsion between these two charges. Negative, negative, repel. Positive, positive, repel each other. Negative, positive are opposite charges, so they will attract each other. Electrostatic force is the force of attraction or repulsion between two charges when they are in state of rest. Similarly, If you take a plastic rod and rub it with fur and suspended it horizontally by a silk thread, now take another plastic rod and rub it with fur and bring it near the suspended rod. We also observe that both these rods repel each other. If you take a rod and rub with silk or fur, let's say negative charges develop on it. If you take another plastic rod and you rub with the same silk fur, negative charges also develop on this. If this negative charges is brought close to this one, you will see that they will repel each other. They will repel each other, from which we can say that similar charges repel each other. Similar charges repel each other. If you take another object, now if you take another object, simply you take glass rod, glass rod and rub it with silk, and if you rub it with silk on glass rod, positive charge is developed. If you bring it near to the plastic material or plastic rod, they will attract each other. They will attract each other. So if you rub plastic rod with fur, it will be negatively charged. Negative charge will develop over the surface of plastic. And if you take glass rod and it is rubbed with silk, negative charges develop on it. So if both these charges are brought close together, they will attract each other because they are opposite charges. So from these two experiments, we can say that similar charges repel each other. Similar charges repel each other, and opposite charges attract each other. Attract each other. Electrostatic induction. Electrostatic induction. Now, here we take a simple example. When a charged object moves to an uncharged object, a charge is induced on the uncharged object due to electrostatic field around the charged object. For example, there is no charge on this object. If you brought this negative charge close to this one, if here is a negative charge, here is a positive and negative charge. Here is positive and negative charges. This will repel. This is brought closer to this. This will repel the negative charges, and will repel the negative charges. And for positive charge will feel a force of attraction. Positive charge will feel a force of attraction. So positive charge will come to this end, and negative charges will be created at the other end. So at one end there will be positive charges, and at the other end there will be a negative charges. So if you take this like this, at this end negative charges will be developed, and at this positive charge, because we brought a body which is negatively charged near to this body. So these charges feel force of attraction and these feel force of repulsion. So negative charges will move away and positive charges will move towards. This is electrostatic induction, the creation of charge by the influence of a nearby charged object, not by actual contact. Here, conduction means to influence without contact. So, electrostatic induction is to charge, to create a negative or positive charge on a body without physical contact. Is called electrostatic induction. So, charging a body without any physical contact is called electrostatic induction. Now, charged by induction. Charged by induction. So here we take two bodies. 2 meters pair are here. Two metal bodies are shown in the figure. This is metal body. This is metal body. This is insulating material. This is insulating material. So here a negative charge body is brought close to the body A. So positive charge will come here. Even from this body, the positive charge will be shifted to that body. So because this exerts force of attraction on the positive charges, and it will exert a force of repulsion on the negative charges. So negative charges will come to this point, and positive charges will stay on this body, on body A. So then body A and body B are separated from each other. Sphere B is separated from sphere A using the insulating strands. So the negative charges will stay on body B and the positive charge will stay on body A. So body A is negatively charged, positively charged, and body B is positively charged. So you charge two neutral bodies by using the process of electrostatic induction. So the charging of a body without physical contact is called electrostatic induction or charging by induction. Electroscope. Electroscope is an instrument used to calculate the nature of charge on a body. So nature of charge on a body. So if you have a body and you know that you want to know whether the body is positively charged or negatively charged, for that the instrument used is electroscope. So first, nature. To study the nature of charge on a body. So to study the nature of charge on a body is called electroscope. To know the nature of charge on a body. It is also used for identification of charge on a body. Top end of a metal paper. This is top end of a metallic paper. Cardboard cover. This is insulating cover. And there is a hole. Open up metal paper clip. This is metal paper clip. This is aluminum foil leaves. This is glass. This is glass bottle. So we want to charge this positively. To charge this and this positively. Positive charge body will be brought to this one, to this region. Positive charge body will be brought. It will repel the positive charges and will attract the negative charges. Or if this body is positively charged and it is brought in physical contact with this body, positive charge will transfer from this to this, to the aluminum leaves. Aluminum leaves. So here they are closer. So similar charges are created. So they will repel each other. They will repel each other. So now if you want to check the nature of charge on a body, here we brought, here we bring, if you think of an object in your, think of an object, suppose it in your own mind, positive or negative. If you brought that body close to this one, and this divergence increases, so that body have the same charge which present on the leaves. For example, here the leaves is positively charged. If you brought a metal rod, a charged metal object near to this, and the deflection increases, so the charge on the leaves, the charge which is present on the leaves and the aluminum foils will be also present on that body. And if the divergence decreases of aluminum leaves, divergence of aluminum leaves decreases, the leaves and the object will have opposite charge. And if the leaves of electroscope show no deflection, the body is neutral, insulator. And if you touch in contact, if you touch this metal foil and the divergence decreases, then this object is metal. An electroscope is a device used to test whether an object is having electric charge or not. To check the presence of charge, a simple electroscope can be made by using an empty bottle, a piece of cardboard, a paper clip, and two small strips of aluminum foil. Pass one end of the paper clip through the cardboard and hang the two aluminum strips from the other end. It is charged body. If a charged body is touched to the end of the paper clip, the aluminum strip repel each other. For example, this is the electroscope. This is cork to insulate this rod from the rest of the body. Copper wire. This is copper wire. This is aluminum foil. Now, if you brought an uncharged electroscope, this is uncharged electroscope. The leaves are gold leaves are touching each other. Now you charge the electroscope. There is divergence. There is divergence. Here the electroscope is negatively charged. If you brought an object which have negative charges close to this one, this body, it will push the negative charges to this portion and positive charges will be created here. Then touching it with the earth, the positive charges will transfer to the earth and the electroscope will be charged negatively. Now, this is brass disc, insulating plug or cork, brass rod, glass bottle, metal foil, or it is earthed that if its walls is charged, that will be transferred to the earth. Gold leaves to study the behavior. A gold leaf electroscope can be used to detect electric charge, detect the presence of charge, indicate the appropriate size of an electric charge, indicate the size of charge. More deflection, more will be the number of charges. Less deflection, less charges. Test if a charge is positive or negative. Test if an object is a conductor or an insulator. Indicate roughly the size of potential difference. This you have to do, people, students. So I will give you a detail. Test a charge is positive or negative. So let's say these are positive. Electroscope is positively charged. Gold leaves is positively charged. And we brought a body near to this. If you think that the body have negative charges, for this it will show it will merge the gold leaf. This is gold leaf. If you brought a negative charge body, they will come close. The divergence decreases. So if for this gold leaves show attraction towards each other, the charge present on the leaves, the body will have charge opposite to the charge on the leaves. And if the deflection increases, the body which is brought near to the brass, the metal cap will have the same charge which is present on the leaves. So if you charge electroscope positively and you brought a body here have the same charge, for this the divergence decreases. But if it have opposite charge, the divergence decreases. How can static charge can be detected? A gold leaf electroscope can be used to detect charges. An electroscope consists of an earthed metal case inside which a metal rod is connected to a metal plate. A piece of gold leaf is attached to the other end of the metal rod. When the metal plate becomes charged, the charge spread out through the metal rod and the gold leaf. The metal rod and the gold leaf gain the same charge, so the thin gold leaf is repelled from the rod and sticks out. Uh, if, if this is positively charged, and you brought a body near to the brass rod and it show deflection, both will have same charge. If it show attraction, this body have a charge opposite to this one. If you touch this one with a body, neither the divergence increases nor decreases. This is insulator. And if the divergence decreases, this will conductor. For conductor, if you touch the the brass disc with an object with an material and this divergence decreases, that material is conductor, and if it is remains unaffected, that material is insulator. For same charges, divergence increases. For opposite charges, the divergence decreases. For insulator, no, neither the divergence decreases, neither increases. For conductor, if the conductor touch the brass rod, the divergence decreases. Charging by induction. Charging a body without any physical contact. When a charging an object by induction, a charged object is used to induce a charge in a neutral object and then ground the charged object so it retains the charge. This newly charged object has the dash charge to the charge on the charging object. For example, you brought positive charge object near to the brass rod. It will repel the positive charges and will attract the negative charges. So negative charges will stay here, and here positive charges will be created. Okay. So if you touch it with a hand, you touch it with a wire with the earth, the let's say touch with the hand, negative charges will transport to your hands, and here positive charges will be lifted. Positive charges will be lifted. So if on this area inside this glass jar positive charges is created and the glass jar opposite charges will be created. Charging by induction. This is an example. This is neutral. You brought a negative charge object. So positive charges will stay here and negative charges will stay here. So the positive charges here it is grounded. So from this negative charges will transfer to the ground and the body will have positive charges and few traces of negative charges. So if you remove this body, this charge body, this will retain the negative, the positive charge. So the body have positively charged. So if you want to charge it positively, bring the negative body near to this object. And if you want to charge it negatively, bring positive charge object to this body. How does the electroscope work? Positively charging rod. You brought positive charge object. Here negative charges will aid. Here positive charges will be created. Positive charges will be created. Induced charge separation. Proton in the rod attract electron in the electroscope. Electron move away from the leaves. The electron will move in this direction. And positive charge leaves. And positive charge move in this direction. Now, how does the electroscope work? Negatively charged object. Bring a negative charge object to this body. It will attract positive charges and repel the negative charges. So negative charge leaves. Negatively charged leaves. Electrons in the metal rod repel electron. This will repel electron because similar charges repel each other. Electrons are forced into the leaves. Electrons will be pushed here. Negative charge leaves. This will be charged negatively. Identifying conductor and insulator. The scope can be also used to distinguish between insulator and conductor. Touch the disc by a charge electroscope with material under test. If the leaves collapse from their divergence position, the body would be a good conductor. If there is no change in the divergence of the leaves, it will show that the body under test is an insulator. Now students, this is charge of body. If you bring, let's say electroscope is negatively charged or positively charged. If you bring a body, let's say it is negatively charged, and you touch this disk with this body, and the leaves show no divergence. No divergence, neither it does not show any movement. Then this body is insulator. If you touch this with this one and charges start flowing towards it, the divergence decreases, then this is a conductor. Thank you, students. In next coming lecture, we will study Coulomb law. Wish you best of luck. Do revise. Allah Hafiz.